Welcome to this video. In the previous video, we introduced the first 10 amendments, which is also called the Bill of Rights. So in this video, we're going to focus on the other amendments. First, the 11th Amendment states the immunity of states to foreign suits. And the core idea is the judicial powers of the United States shall not be constructed to extend to any suit in law or equity, commenced or prosecuted against one of the United States by citizens of another state, or by citizens or subjects of any foreign state. In other words, it's basically saying a suit cannot be brought against a state by a citizen of another state or country. The 12th Amendment. The 12th Amendment requires electors to cast two distinct votes, one for president and another for vice president. It redefines how the president and vice president are chosen by the Electoral College. This is still the case today, so you can see it's still effective today. The 13th Amendment, saying the abolish of slavery. Section 1. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereover the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. The 14th Amendment. No state shall deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. And it states the equal protection under the law. And the citizenship is highlighted in this amendment. It's a reaction to the Civil War. The 15th Amendment, which is the racial suffrage. The governments in the United States may not prevent a citizen from voting because of his race, color, or previous condition of servitude. Another word is slavery. Loopholes. The 16th Amendment established the federal income tax. Here's a nice comic picture right here. The 17th Amendment is direct election of senators by the people of a state rather than their election or appointment by a state legislature. Why do this? Think about that. The 18th Amendment, which is the prohibition, 1917. The 19th Amendment, which is the women's suffrage, that means voting by the way. The 20th Amendment is the presidential succession. VP is that so here's the chain rule, like VP, then Speaker, then Pro Temp of the state, and other cabinet posts in order of creation, and the presidential inauguration moved. The 21st Amendment, which is the repealing the 19th Amendment. The 22nd Amendment states limits the president to 2 terms, or up to 10 years. It has one exception for a vice president who assumes the presidency after the death or removal of the president, establishing the maximum term of any president to 10 years, passed after Roosevelt's death. 23rd Amendment. It allows for the representation of Washington, D.C. in an electoral college, up to 3 electors. The 24th Amendment. Getting rid of poll taxes. Voting rights for all, primarily African Americans. The 25th Amendment is presidential disabilities. If he dies, the vice president will be the president. If he is incapacitated, the vice president will take over and appoint a pro tem vice president. He will return duties to the president as soon as he is well. If the president cannot perform duties, he can choose someone to carry them out for the time being. Have we used these? Think about that. The 26th Amendment. 18 years old can vote. The 27th Amendment. Congressional compensation. Essentially, congressmen cannot raise their pay unless they vote on it and it passes. Okay, so yeah, that's all the amendments from 11 to 27th, besides the first 10 Bill of Rights. So this video was basically the brief introduction for each. Hope you learned something from it. Thank you so much for watching.